You've learned how to extend classes and implement interfaces, but you might still be puzzled as to how these techniques are used in practical terms. The .NET framework makes extensive use of interfaces and extended classes. In this lesson, you'll use the Object Browser to see how it all fits together. To begin, open the Stablebase project from your Sample Files folder. And open the Object Browser window by clicking View, Object Browser. After a short delay, the Object Browser window appears in the central pane. Just like Class View, Visual Studio must be in Expert Settings mode for you to use the Object Browser. To switch to Expert Settings, click Tools, Settings, Expert Settings. The Object Browser option will now be available under the View menu. The Object Browser window is almost identical to the Class View window, but it allows you to explore the classes of the .NET framework, as well as the classes in your project. Let's begin by examining the TextBox class from the .NET framework. In the search box, type TextBox and press Enter. All of the objects that match the search term appear. Expand system.web.ui.webcontrols.textbox. This is the class that the TextBox control is based on. You've used the TextBox control many times in previous lessons. Now expand the Base Types folder. Here, you can see that the TextBox control implements the iEditable text control, iPostback data handler, and iTextControl interfaces, and extends the Web Control class. Now expand the Web Control class. All ASP.NET controls extend the Web Control class. You can see that the Web Control class extends the Control class and implements the iAttributeAccessor interface. Now expand the Control class. Here, you can see that the Control class extends the Object class, as well as implementing several other interfaces. All of the classes in the .NET framework can be traced back to the Object class. It's for this reason that you're able to cast any object to the object type. Casting to the object type is covered in Session 5 of the Essential Skills course in this series. Now let's examine the properties of the Page class. In the search box, type system.web.ui.page and press Enter. The system.web.ui.page class appears in the Object Browser. Now in the top right pane of the Object Browser, scroll down and click the Response property. Information about the property appears in the bottom right pane. You can see here that the Response property is a system.web.http response object. Now click system.web.http response in the bottom right pane. You're automatically taken to the HTTP response class, and can now examine its properties and base types. The Object Browser can be extremely helpful when navigating the .NET framework. It's possible you still don't see the use of extending classes and implementing interfaces. Complex class and interface structures aren't often needed in ASP.NET projects, because most of the structure is already provided for you. For example, when you create an ASP.NET page, it automatically inherits a huge amount of functionality from the system.web.ui.page class. Extending classes and implementing interfaces is far more useful when working with normal Windows desktop applications, as less functionality is provided automatically. If you ever turn your skills to Windows desktop applications, you'll start to see the true value of the skills you're learning in this session. Close Visual Studio now. You've now completed Lesson 4.18. Use the Object Browser window.